So, one of the things that I look for when I'm visiting a school or a classroom to have a sense of the degree to which they are approaching students' needs in a way that is both trauma informed and also culturally responsive is I'm first looking for a sense of consistency and routines, because consistency for young people, especially young people who've experienced a lot of trauma and chaos, it's like a nutrient, right? Meaning they desperately need it, but it can also be like eating their broccoli. They might hate it. In other words, they might push back and test those routines or test those expectations. And so it's important then that educators are maintaining consistency in their classroom and throughout their school, but they're doing it in ways that are both connected and firm. In other words, I can tell you're upset, but we don't throw things in here. Please pick that up. Or it's great to see you, but what's our rule about having your earbuds in during class? Thank you for taking those out. Acknowledging the student before redirecting the behavior. So I'm first looking for that consistency around routines and expectations. And then I'm looking for relationships. And I'm looking to see that schools have put in the work to intentionally make sure that every student is known by name and by need. Because sometimes we can think that the student who comes back from, winter break and has a meltdown or is especially shut down or tears apart a classroom is the student who must be suffering the most. But there are plenty of kids who can live through absolute hell at home and come to school and they do what they're asked when they're asked, and they can very easily fall through the cracks. So I look for things like relationship inventories or attempts that schools have made to really make sure that every student is connected to at least one adult in the building. And then I'm also looking for regulation practices. How are educators and schools helping students to identify symptoms of stress and to manage stress in healthy ways, and to support the brain in regulating, which is essential, giving the brain these opportunities to essentially recover from stress and recover from some of the dysregulating effects of trauma. So that might look like mindfulness practices. It might look like movement. It might look like making things manageable. In other words, helping students, especially as students are getting older in middle school and high school, to take the overwhelming number of assignments that they have due or a big project and break it down into step-by-step pieces and manageable components. So I'm looking for those regulation activities. I'm looking for those routines and consistency. I'm also looking for those relationships.
For more information about social and emotional learning, please visit adlit.org. This project was made possible by a partnership between the National Education Association and WETA.